Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode with Fine Nino. What's going on, chat? Welcome back. We are live and direct. let's get it, man. Hope everybody having a good Thursday. A good old Thursday. Let's turn it down. Hold on, chat. Let's get it started. Alright. And I gotta do one more thing here, chat. And we gonna get right to it. Right to it. Here we go. There we go. Alright, we're here. Let's get it. Gotta get some warm up, man. Gotta get some practice in. Alright, let's get it. That was probably super loud. We good. We in there. Mic check. Alright. Let me see. Oh, you dropped that. There we go. Alright. Let's get it, man. Y'all excited for college football 27? I'm hyped. Keep seeing all these leaks. I would not post any leaks on this channel, man. That's not what we do. We post everything that's gonna be there. 'Cause everything ain't guaranteed that they're showing as far as leaks go. So there's that. All right, I think we ready. Man. Yeah, I think we're ready. Eastern Michigan, baby. At Eastern Michigan. Okay, how we match up? They got pretty good offense. Defense a little suspect. All white Jones. We got Ohio State. Let's do it, man. Let's get it.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up.
They won 3 straight.
The Zips will kick it away first.
Put an end to that real quick. Definitely going to put an end to that real quick. Let's go, Chad.
And he's going to bring it out.
Brought that out.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Eagles offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Man, and this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown, Zips. First score of the game goes up. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is
That's
a position
what we need
that's
right there.
evolved
That's
so
how we started
much, right?
off
And you
right
see him move all over the
User
field. It's
alert.
kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First
Let's go,
time we've
Chad.
seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's a return from midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Let's go,
And he
Mason.
motors into the end
Let's go,
zone.
Mason.
Touchdown,
We here, baby.
Akron. Well,
Let's go,
just
turn
as
me
you
up,
would
man.
expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the point after is good.
Yeah, this is looking like a blowout right here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly.
Let's go.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Eastern Michigan going fast. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
We're gonna get in there. That's a good play.
And he'll take it in
That's a
and
good
house
play.
it. Touchdown, Eagles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Hits the afterburner. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Zips can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Clark. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Wilkins. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Playing me right now, man.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Going to the running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front.
Manhandled.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. That's caught, it's Mason. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense.
And he waltzes in for the score.
What a play call, Chad. Let's go.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, check.
Michigan going fast.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The Eagles are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Jukes his way for more. Bounced off his feet. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. smashes it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right
time
down
there
the
so we
middle,
can
that obviously gives me
score,
some
man.
confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Zips will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And
Let's go, Chad.
Let's go. Touchdown, Akron.
That wasn't even my go-to. I just saw that he was
clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
What a dime. Let's go,
Lining up
dude.
to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Glover. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
All right, Kevin.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine. They know. We started with
Alright, my bad, chat. Alright, we good. We back.
Ready to start the second half here.
Alright, we gotta finish the second half off strong.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half.
Let's get it. It's a spanking.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Got the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, What a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll leave it with him.
Let's go, game.
Working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Maddox. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in, it's Gant. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Zips have their offense in high gear. Reads it, fires complete. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick shovel pass. And they get him down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Grab near the marker. It's Mason. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Let's put number 3 in motion, see what happens here.
Wide receiver going in motion.
They ain't man, but they got 2 in triangle. Oh, they only have
They'll
1.
go to the ground. And he
Let's
takes
go.
it in for the score. Touchdown,
Zips.
Zips.
Just
Ready
can't
to try the
stop,
point
man.
after.
Chad.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Let's go.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Let's go.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Makes the catch. It's Glover. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Handoff to the single running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Let's go. Right there.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Guess we just let the boys play, right?
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I got faith in my team.
They'll run for it.
I'll tell you. Let's go,
He
Chad.
gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Let's go.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Well, we got all types of game changers on this squad, baby. Just got to
Might be
in the right
calling a hot
spots.
route. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Steamrolls his way ahead. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Spins away from the defender. Got the first down and more.
Bro, Bro, it says, bro, my backup should have already been in.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, and how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound.
Let's go.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to
add a
stick
little
it to them
salt.
right here a little bit at the end. When you know you have a team outclassed,
Let's go,
the
Chad.
ability to
Turn me up.
play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.
10 for 10.
Just beat down in every
That's
facet.
wild.
I think as a player, you just love
407
being in
quarterback
such
rating.
great rhythm. And we saw that right from the
is
get-go
wild.
in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the
That
ball
is wild.
downfield. Defense was
that
not
was a
giving
wild
anything
game.
up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pop.
Need it. Alright, who we got next week? Can't remember. Uh-oh, got another signee. Let's go, left arm. Another free safety. Got them 3 stars locking in. Alright, oh, we got Central Michigan. I think we add Central Michigan too, yeah. That loss is looking a little better. This dub is looking a little better. Let's go. Alright. 2 more games. And we rank 15 now. Let's go. Let's check out our recruiting. He's looking like he's about to go ahead and commit to this. Continue. Hey, we might still bro from Wisconsin. It's gonna be a big pickup. Big pickup. You want some playing time? Still him from Georgia. That sucks. All right, we got Central Michigan. Let's go ahead and get this game started. Oh, we still got the White Jones here.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on another team from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas.
If any new viewers
For
were
EA
wondering,
Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the...
Just throw that out there. I know that butt whipping was
As always, by
like, wait
David
a minute.
Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Good with Akron now, man. Last season was a little rough. This season is a little better. Only losses to the number 14, which is Duke, by 7. So it's pretty good.
And the Chippewas will kick it away to start us off.
Welcome to the stream. Let's get it. All right, let's go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Akron's offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single
tough
day.
matchup,
Like,
pretty
that
sure.
we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, what?
Let's talk about Akron. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football
I haven't
playoff.
seen that
You've
ever
made it this
on this
far.
game.
The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this
That is
team,
wild,
you're hearing
Chad.
college
I've
football
never seen that
playoff in the
before.
same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be
Right,
mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that
Ball,
pedal
boys,
to the
let's go.
floor to be the best team we can be.
For sure.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Zips are on the move. Finds his man. It's Mason.
Let's go.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to
Breaks into the open.
Man, you got to turn that up,
Forced
Chad.
out of bounds
You gotta
just
turn
short
that
of
up.
the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I had a feeling this.
You know,
this
oftentimes when you're
I
playing in
told
conditions
man,
like
I
this
knew
in
it.
training, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take
I
off the
knew it,
gloves because they
man.
want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
I can't believe
And in
that
this
just
weather,
happened.
man, you
It just
start to
happened
see
pretty
more of
fast.
this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Got it behind the line. It's Wild. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release.
Turning on the Jets. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've been in this position
And you
before.
want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiles. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10.
The Chippewas.
Leaves it with the back.
Bro,
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Like, what is happening?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. Give to the single back. And he'll finish the run.
I knew this game was going to be like this.
Touchdown, Chips. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Just lock it in here.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the
that's a
game
pass
and not
interference,
force
bro.
things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Getting embarrassed.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch.
Turning it on. Nice move. Create some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Wants to go up top on first down.
Oh, my gosh.
Got the back over the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the right.
Bro, what?
Running through contact. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense
for
will go back
everything
to
I'm
work.
doing.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
I cannot believe we fumbled in that first possession. I really messed this up.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Bro, why is bro not in the game?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll test the right side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Oh, there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Ooh, down 14.
Touchdown, Central Michigan.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
That's tough.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but
everybody's slow.
First down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
They making it so tough for me right now.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Got it, looking for a first. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Trying play action. Under fire. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it.
Definitely going for it.
He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Exactly
The Zips are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Maddox. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newell. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time.
Let's go. We'll get on the board right before half. We're good.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Got to get this off. Let's go. Get down there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff.
It made me dive.
There he goes. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by a field goal over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Like, why did he have to do that? Just hike the ball, bro.
Power football with the run. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Come on, Chad.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Just a short pass to the tight ends. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That was probably dumb.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another
Probably
look at
gonna
this
pay for that.
offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'll have nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
Chat. Bro, bro. Triangle will literally be broke how hard I'm spamming it. Look at it from my eyes. I'm seeing this. Bro, what? Oh my.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's over.
And the Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is
When they get
exactly
stuff
what it
off
was
like
designed
that, bro,
to do. Get 2 yards,
you just
get the
gotta
first
take
down.
the L.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10.
Goodness, I shouldn't have went for it, but bro.
Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Leaves it with the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Beckham. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Plows through the defense. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt.
All right,
They'll
we got to
boot
score,
it into the
man.
night sky
Gotta
for
get down
the
here and
first
score.
time. Makes the catch at the 30.
Oh, there it is.
Slips through the line.
There it is. There it is.
Let's go, Chad! Let's go, Chad! Let's go!
Touchdown, Zips! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last
Let's
drive.
go, I'm
so
on that,
you got to
bro.
put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beckham. Here's a heat.
Let's go.
And a heat
Yeah,
will
81
get
wide
home,
open,
and
too.
the quarterback
Phew.
goes down at the 17. And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down.
Let's go. Get a good
He
return
might
right
just
here.
try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in a bunch formation. With the catch, it's Mason. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Akron. He got a step
back
and
in the
just
game, baby.
dusted the field.
Back in the game, baby.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy
Back in
has
the
an
game.
opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake
So
loose, and
close.
he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the move. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Let's go, game. Let's go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short.
Let's go,
Now
dude.
they're really starting to threaten as they pick up
Dude,
the 1st
Clark,
down at
baby.
the 34-yard line.
You'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Let's go. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was good defense.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over, and if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And the Zips come to the line trying to find a way to convert on
Quick
3rd
snap.
and very short.
Let's go first down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
Man, that was a good
I
quarter
know
right
that
here, Chad.
defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Came all the way back.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Let's go.
Touchdown,
That's what we
Zips.
needed.
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That's what we needed, bro.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Central Michigan, 21.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beckham. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. action.
Let's go.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Chippewas really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Defense in press coverage. Trying to keep this drive alive. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to get them a
only the
1st and
computer
goal.
can throw it backside like
The
that.
upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
We've reached the 2-minute
Let's go,
timeout,
Chat.
and time is of the
Let's go,
essence for this
Chat.
offense
We need
to
a big
get
stop
things
right
done.
here.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Beckham. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Chips. Grab the short pass to put
What is this, bro? Oh, what is this? Bro, what is this, bro?
on the board.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the move, it's Clark. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make some.
Turning it on.
Let's go.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Zips kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's a great run right
Timeout
there,
called
Chad.
here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance.
Touchdown, Akron! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Central Michigan, 28.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped.
Need a touchdown, so.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in a game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Beckham. Finds his man. It's Booker. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Finding open areas. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
10 seconds, bro. We got to get up out of here with this dub.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat.
There it is. That's the dub.
He's picked off,
Good
and
job,
he's
Lisa.
thrown a dozen of them.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball
What a
effect.
dub.
Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Let's go,
Well,
Chad.
this was
That's
an
a big
offensive
dub right there.
showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game.
Man,
You got to
that
get
was a
one,
big dub
actually,
right
just
there,
kinda
Chad.
one stop with this many points that was being
Big
scored.
dub.
You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Hold on.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Game. Our freshman quarterback again. He had that fumble. But it's alright. We bounce back. We bounce back. We needed that right there, Chad. That's a big dub right there. Last game of the season, we got Kent State, baby. At home, man. Those is two tough games. Sheesh. Ball State was a tough game. That was a tough one. Dang, Ohio was a tough one. UNLV was a tough one. Yeah, that's what we do, is play tough games. We don't really get blowouts. These last two was the... Other than that, we don't really get blowouts. This is just a normal. Team don't even matter. 2-8 Kent State, baby. See who's gonna be playing in the MAC championship, either Bowling Green or Northern Illinois. One of these teams. Okay. Buffalo. That's what the college football bracket look like. Oh, we in there. We in there. We in there. We're like, if everything as is, we'll be Indiana. We get our rematch against Duke. We lost to two top 10 teams. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and advance. Let's go ahead and advance. Oh, we got another one. Right tackle. Let's go, Jeremiah Quincy. Welcome to the squad, baby. And this is a rivalry game. I forgot. top 25. Let's go. No 5 stars, no 4 stars. Only 3 stars, baby. Let's go, chat. Turn me up, baby. Turn me up. USC lost again. Who they lose to? Who did they lose to, bruh? To UCLA by 2 points. Oh, Ohio State beat Indiana. Hold on, so the bracket changed. Interesting. Bracket changed. Bro, we went up to. They moved us up to number 17. Like, it was 15. Now 17. What is this? Chat. Give me a second.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, we started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know.
Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine.
They know.
We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
They know. Last one. Let's make it a good one. Last game of the season. Let's get ready for the playoffs. Let's go. Let's go. We getting ready for the playoffs, baby. Let's get it. Get the go, Jones. It's all popping now, baby. Let's go.
The great state of Ohio is home to many teams in college
Let's
football,
go.
but only
Rivalry
one game
week.
between two schools from this state is fought over a trophy as coveted and desired as the one we have on the line today. Get ready because the wagon wheel is in the house.
The wagon wheel, baby.
Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll
That
see a
crowd
squad
ain't
from the
never
back,
been that
the
packed
Kent
before.
State Golden Flashes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Let's go.
And the Zips will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kent State's offense will go to work first. In the last meeting, Akron zipped past Kent State, who gave a not-so-golden effort.
And the players were celebrating after that blowout win. The Akron fans were celebrating. And, David, you know, when the opposite campus is only 10 miles away, there's a lot of people going down there to rub their noses in.
Man, you took it for a whole year, and you had to hear it. Now Kent State has an opportunity to shut everybody up. They should be ticked off, and they should be ready.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Let's go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And we got the next
Now
early,
on 3rd
Chad.
and 10, if
They
they can
next
move
early.
the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Winfield. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Akron's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it
Everything has to
consistent.
come together going into the playoffs, baby.
They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Mason. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some lead.
Catch that there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Now, guys, the winner here gets the Wagon Wheel Trophy, which is by far one of the coolest trophies in the sport. I think it's a wagon wheel.
And it is kind of unique, Reese. It's kind of interesting. It's
go,
a trophy that was a wagon wheel that broke off of a trip of the Akron founder back in the day, and then it was donated, and it's now the trophy. So Really strange, really unique, Palmer.
But it makes sense too, David. I mean, it's a blue and gold wagon wheel. Both colors of both these schools, blue and gold, are only 10 miles apart. So fans don't love each other, but the trophy, it really feels at home in this rivalry between these two schools.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Banks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's go.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Let's go.
And he's incomplete on third down.
Let's go. Here we
The
go.
golden flashes line up to punt it away.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. There he goes.
There it is.
Past the 20.
There it is.
Touchdown Zips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The short hands, it's Etheridge.
Well, the short passing game is a great
Defensive
go-to
players
for any
right
offensive
there,
coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the golden flashes in a good spot here with second and short. They're going back to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Maddox. Catch in the middle, it's Polk. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wagon Wheel Trophy has a strong history. It dates back to 1923 when Akron took the series opener 32-zip. See what I did there?
Reese, you should have said zips. But this is one of the more contested rivalry games in all of college football. You look at the series history between these two schools, David. It is really, really tight.
Yeah, it's almost 500, back and forth. You've seen streaks on both sides. They don't love each other. The wagon wheel at stake today.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Let's go.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Akron.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Winfield. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the old bubble screen got popped on that one.
I remember that was a play that used to trick defenses. Not anymore. Everybody throws it. You see the defense there. They weren't fooled. As soon as that guy caught the ball, they were surrounding him.
Let's go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit.
Bills, take them to the crib, man.
Wants to bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Zips decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Yep. See how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is crazy. Just
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Banks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Winfield. Got it in the middle. It's Etheridge. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half. And they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Zips just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Mason. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got a man. It's McIntosh. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. It's Maddox. That's reeled in. It's Clark. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Zips! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and get clicking early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. It's complete on the right side.
What?
Nice move to keep running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Bro, look at this, chat. Just look at this. Again.
Calls timeout,
That
and
one's
they
a
won't
little
have
bit
any
further than
more
the
left
other
this
ones,
half.
but still.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Banks. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive
the way they
momentum.
just marched down
Something
the field.
going well, something to point to at half to say, guys,
Like,
we
how
got a
does that
chance.
happen,
That drive
bro?
they
I'm
put it
playing.
together. Nice job by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the wagon wheel on the line, how can you blame them? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old wagon wheel.
And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half.
All right, let's go, man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
On the run, it's Gant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Polk. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Zips will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Golden Flashes want to move quickly. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. And the comeback is on.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
I don't understand, bro.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Bruh.
And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Mason. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be Terrific run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Rushes on him. Quickly complete.
Let's go. We had to lock in. Get the touchdown. We're back, baby. Let's go.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5.
Let's go.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Fakes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this...
Let's go.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Yeah.
He gets there.
Yeah.
It's a 14-yard
Let's
line.
go. Good D, baby.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Zips will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, what a move to get room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Bro, they really be picking and choosing, man. I'm telling you, Chad.
All the way back. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
All right, let's go, Chad.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Let's go. We're gonna get this
After
first
the
down.
productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The give is to Williams. Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 49-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes.
Let's
they
go.
are on the move down to the 32,
the game,
and they pick
Chad.
up another first down.
It's the game.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long.
Man,
Here
that's
we
a
are.
terrible
It's
play. I
late.
should've passed
Everybody's
it.
tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
They'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Let's go,
And they
baby.
get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Guys, games like this show us why college football is the best sport in the world. Look at the Zips out there running around with the wagon wheel, rocking
Let's
him
go.
any way you feel.
Big dub
That's
shot.
going to do it from here. For David Pollock
Ooh,
and Jesse
3-0
Palmer,
tonight,
I'm
baby.
Reese Davis, and you've been
Tough
watching
games tonight.
another
Tough.
presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what these stats looking like. Maddox. He went crazy. Alright, chat. That was the last one. Go ahead and save that. Big dubs, chat. Big dubs. Okay, AJ, you broke a record. Passing touchdowns. All right, that's what we call it, chat. I appreciate everyone that's tapped in. Until next time, be on the lookout for the new video dropping tomorrow, noon Eastern. But until next time, y'all.